Hey everybody, my name is Derek Neighbors. I made a video about Army ROTC, Marines, Navy, and Coast Guard. I'm going to do a remake for an Army ROTC program. I'm currently at Methodist University ROTC program, which is actually really good. There's a lot of prior service guys here. They've been helping me out a lot. So I'm going to go over this real quick. A lot of things have changed. 2 years ago, we used to give Army ROTC scholarships. We've actually quit doing that. There was a couple MS3s, which are juniors. As myself, I am a junior, but I was already contracted since freshman year. It's a lot harder. It's more competition. If you're going to go into an ROTC program, you probably want to do an ADO, active duty option, or any other type of program to help you in. You can also do a simultaneous membership program. Some of the specifications, you have PT scores. PT scores are really important. You have to get around 300 or any other type of high score like that. When I started in my previous video a while back, I was really skinny, weighed about 135. I now weigh 204. Yeah, you really need to get into weightlifting or any type of physical training. That's my roommate. We live in the fraternity house. Obviously, you can see the Kappa Sig on the top. I joined that also. Fraternities are a really good base too, since most people are actually going to be a reserve unit, including myself. Competition's higher for active duty by a lot. If you have anything about the AGR packet, there's also another contract. It's Active Guard Reserve, which is an option for any service cadet or anyone that's about to contract in. So from the beginning, PT scores being your number one, you need to get that up. If you're in college right now, you're thinking about joining ROTC, get your GPA. You need to have at least a 3.5 or higher to really be any competitive edge in active duty at this time, since of the downsizing of the Army. Only way we're actually going to get upsized is if we're in another war, which may or may not, but probably not anytime soon. So if anyone has any questions, please do ask. I'm going to go through a breakdown real quick of what happens in each year. Your freshman year, it's really open. You really are just you could say a grunt or some type of just sit there, hey, yo, pick me. I want to be Alpha team leader, Bravo team leader. Hey, and you're really just learning the lingo freshman year. That's all you're doing, just writing it down. Sophomore year, it's pretty much the same drift. You're just another person there. Junior year, if you're not contracted already, you'll contract in. They'll start paying you a stipend. It's $350. Well, actually, it's $300 your freshman year, $350 your sophomore year, $450 your junior year, and $500. And you don't just get a month check of all of it in a month. It's actually split up by 2 weeks, so you'll get $225 and $225. Well, that's how mine works, and everyone else's does. There's a lot of different progressions inside of it. After that, you'll go, after the training, you'll actually have like FTXs, which are field training exercises. You actually go out to a field, do active duty stuff on base. Since I'm near Fort Bragg, we go on base, and we'll do night land navigation. I was actually talking to some service guys and some officers, because I actually work in our mall while on campus, because your stipend won't cover enough, you could say. You'll need a job part-time, just a couple of hours a week, unless you just want to stay on campus and do nothing, which is not my thing. But like the night land, they don't use chem lights. They do not. There's not going to be a chem light in the middle of the forest pointing you to your point. That's not how it works. You will need to learn how to do pace and compass really well. If you know that, you're already strong in that, I would definitely recommend getting in on that. Also, some other things, we'll do sticks, which are like little missions. You'll basically run out there and you'll be a squad leader, alpha team leader, bravo team leader. This is your junior year. Or a recorder, which is an RKO. I probably named that wrong, but it's all good. But yeah, definitely, just so you know, that's how it works for your junior year. After the semester's over, your junior year, you'll go to BOLC, or some people call it LDAC, Leadership Development Actions Career Course. You'll go to that. It's actually in Fort Lewis, Washington. Since I'm in North Carolina, we're going to have to fly all the way across the United States. Based on all the reviews from every 4 I've talked to for the last 3 years, they say the camp's easy, but it's really, if you don't pass night land nav, you'll get an overall N, which you don't want to come back with an overall N if you're doing active duty. So get your land nav down. PT scores, that's like a huge point. Grade point average is 40 points on a sessions packet. PT's like 16.875 or something like that. It's really high. Those 2 things you need to get, and then everything else is going to be peer reviewed and reviewed based on how you do in your classrooms at your home school. After that, you'll go into your senior year. They'll tell you what your MOS is and all that stuff around December of your senior year. So you gotta wait a little while. November, December of your senior year. So like 4 months after you get back from LDAC and you finish this letter, blah 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 for your LDAC, and then you go into your senior year. Again, this is only for the Army ROTC program, and this is how it's been working. If you're currently a student and you just want to know some extra stuff, feel free to drop me a line. I actually just learned you actually have email on this thing. Just drop me a line. Any questions or stuff you'd want me to add. If you want me to go over another program like the Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, definitely we'll do it based on demand from you guys. Hopefully this video should be louder than the last one. A lot's changed. So feel free to drop me a line. And thank you for listening to the Army ROTC program and a quick breakdown of how everything works.